For my part, I will be doing the introduction. My name is Nathaniel. So, for the chosen company, we have settled on Microsoft. It was founded by Bill Gates and Paul Allen, established in the year 1975 at Albuquerque, Mexico. Microsoft is a company emphasizing on hardwares and softwares. So in the 1970s, they've secured a contract with IBM to embrace internet in the mid 90s as well as gaming such as Xbox in 2022. They shifted their focus on PC centric to mobile. So basically, they've transitioned from not just from regular hardwares, but they've embraced the internet revolution in the 90s as well as gaming production such as Xbox or in this case. They've acquired key companies including LinkedIn in 2016, GitHub, Activision, Blizzard. Uh, so these companies are basically gaming companies, and they recently invested in AI in partnership with OpenAI. Microsoft itself has invested over 80 billion US dollars in their new strategical plan, which is to adapt the AI integration within their workforce. This has caused a lot of layoffs, and it continues to grow since 2000, 2004. And in 2004 alone, there has been over 1,500 layoffs in 1 month alone. So, so this has really disrupted their workforce, eroded trust, as well as sparked employee discontent. So in this study, we will be going through and assessing the HR tactics for handling shifts and advancing long-term worker well-being.
Hi everyone, my name is Reena Rachel. Today my topic will be HRM concepts. David. I choose 6 concepts. First will be strategic HR planning. Work, workforce reliance towards AI and cloud computing priorities. Job cut supports Microsoft AI investment strategy. Third will be the challenges reduce morale and uncertainty amongst staff. Second will be talent acquisitions and retention. Focus required in AI cybersecurity and data science. Retention via competing pay, hybrid work, and learning culture. Ongoing layoff weaken employees' trust and loyalty. That will be training and development. Continuous learning through LinkedIn Learning and also Microsoft Learn. Upskilling for digital transformation and leadership adaptability. Needs stronger training continued during restructuring the new concepts. Fourth will be performance of management. Shift from annual reviews continually feedbacks by through connects. Encourage growth and mindset and identify high performers. Concern the perceived unfairness in layoff evolutions. The fifth one will be employee relations and engagement. Layoffs cause trust decline and also employee unrest. HR support mental health programs for employees. Focus on rebuilding morale and engagement through the workers. Number 6 will be the last one will be legal and ethical consideration. Compliance with global labor laws and several packages. Ethical issue approve layoff notifications, questions and transparency among the workers and also the management. HR aims for fairness, empathy and responsible communication when they communicate with the employees. They make sure must clarify it. That's all from me. Thank you.
For evaluation of HR response, did the HR strategy lead to a measurable improvement in employee performance, engagement, retention, or organizational stability? For employee performance, Microsoft performance metrics are maintained over high, but due to the layoff and role changes, it has caused some disruption inside the company organization, especially in certain division. For employee engagement, there's still engagement by the employee, but the remaining worker does feel anxiety, experience anxiety and unable to focus on their work. And then for employee retention, they are giving a negative signal where survivor guilt and feeling unrest of the continuous layoff has heightened the fight risk among the top talent. Organizational stability, Microsoft financial and operational stability remain strong due to the good leadership, diversified business unit, and AI-driven growth. What aspect of strategy that worked well and which fell short, and is there any unintended consequence? So what worked well inside the company is that they are focusing on strategic focus on AI and also more flexible work after the reorganization. Leadership culture has changes and also continuous learning. And what has fell short is the communication, moral, and also workload management during the layoff. And the unintended effect is the psychological strain, turnover risk, and also weakened collaboration between Microsoft company and other company. How did the employee, manager, and other stakeholder respond to the HR initiative? For the employee, sure, they feel anxiety. They experience anxiety and stress due to the layoff. They feel like they survive today, but they might be not surviving tomorrow. For manager, they experience pressure as well because they need to manage the whole new operation team that feels stressed and unable to focus. So they cannot give 100% of their best also inside the company anymore after the layoff. For public and analysts, raising questions of ethical question and fairness where layoff were executed in profitable era means that during Microsoft profitable era, uh, they have they have done this layoff reorganization. So this has raised a question between among the media why Microsoft did this to their employee. So yeah, for collective voice, critic and the decision taken by the top talent organization has been critic and remain unrest leading to the labor relation risk. Were the strategy consistent with the strategic HRM concepts such as workforce planning, talent management, and ethical leadership? So what was consistent is that the workforce planning and cost strategy align with the HRM principle when execute with the transparency and compassion. What was not consistent is that the ethical leadership concern, layoff conduct during profitable periods, appear inconsistent with the Microsoft stated values of empathy and fairness.
Hello, madam. I'm Shafina. My metric number is MC2401268832. I'll be presenting the alternative strategic recommendation to manage workforce disruption more effectively. Microsoft could have adopted several improved HR strategies. First, instead of repeated monthly layoffs, they could have implemented a 12 to 18 months workforce plan. This approach would have reduced uncertainty and allowed time for redeployment or voluntary exits. Using tools like Markov analysis and skill inventories would have helped match workforce supply with future needs while also ensuring legal compliance through proper notice period. Second, focus on reskilling and internal mobility. By analyzing skill gaps, providing training, and promoting employees into AI related roles, Microsoft could retain valuable talent. Recognizing achievements and building an alumni network could further boost morale and long term engagement. Third, performance management should reward not just outcomes but also learning upskills, building a culture of trust, feedback, and continuous growth. Fourth, employee relations must improve through regular town halls, pulse surveys, and mental health programs, while openly rebuilding mutual expectation, the psychological contract between employer and employee. Moving on, we have ethical leadership and DEI. Strong ethical leadership and DI practices are essential. Clear criteria for layoffs, fair audits, and collaboration with employee representative will ensure transparent decision making. Finally, offering voluntary separation packages (VSP) with clear consistent policy would make transition smoother and more respectful, preserving trust even during workforce reduction. There have been reports that Microsoft gave VSP benefit to workers in Redmond. However, details about other companies are unknown, who received them and how much support was given are not recorded, unclear and inconsistent. Some employees say they got nothing, while others say the benefit depended on their tenure or state. If Microsoft clearly communicated the VSP policy to all employees, it would have built trust and fairness during layoffs. These strategies together create a more sustainable, people focused approach that balances business priorities with employee well being while seamlessly integrating AI into the organization's future. With better planning, Microsoft could have prepared its workforce, offered reskilling opportunities, and retained top talent instead of losing them to fear and uncertainty. The absence of transparent communication and the failure to manage change responsibly undermined trust and disrupted the company's culture. This situation teaches us that true organizational success is not measured only by financial performance, but by how a company treats its people during times of change. A sustainable future depends on balancing innovation with humanity, and companies that do so will not only lead in technology, they will also lead in loyalty, resilience, and long term growth. Thank you, Madam Sashipriya. That's all from Group 8 about Microsoft Company's current issue.